everybody. How are we all? You've got a big Andy face on your screens today, because unfortunately Nick is not feeling too well. So let's hope that he gets better soon. But yeah, you've got me. Still, no, we couldn't not go ahead. The show must go on, as they always say. And here we are, looking at wildlife encounters once again. Who have we got in chat? We've already got Pookie and Fishy. Hello guys, how you doing? Are you having a good week so far? I hope so. I've had a good week so far. Other than the fact that I'm being rained on quite a lot. It is quite wet. Hence the title. The rain might be falling, but it's time for wildlife encounters. It is. Wildlife encounters. It's going to be cool. I hope. Anyway, let's go find out. Lots of rain yesterday. Oh, Pookie. Was it torrential or was it just a lot of light rain? Because we've had showers. It's been like gorgeous sunshine, then suddenly a dark cloud comes over, and then it's just torrential rain for about 5 minutes, and then it brightens up again. Which I suppose is quite nice, because then the ground has a chance to soak up all that lovely rainwater. Non-stop rain, wow. So you've been stuck inside, have you? Taking photographs out your window. Looking at the park. Trying not to hear the chiff-chaff still. Cool. Well, I managed to get out over the weekend. Believe it or not, I did. I got out over the weekend. I went to Atterbury Nature Reserve, which is a Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust reserve. So wetlands with some woodland. Mainly wetlands, which was cool. And I saw some nice things, including a kingfisher. But I didn't get the picture of the kingfisher because it didn't sit still long enough. It flew, it landed on a branch, and I kid you not, it was less than 10 metres from me. And then it looked over its shoulder, and then it flew again. And that's it. I never saw it again, which is such a shame. But it was really cool to see it nonetheless. It's a lovely little thing. But I did see cormorant. There we go. There's Nathan posting stuff into Wildlife Encounters at the moment. We'll check that out shortly. But yeah, we got a lovely cormorant. Sat there basking in the sun, thinking about its next fish that it was going to eat. Always quite cool to see. I saw kingfisher today, no photo of that. I see, same. But you get loads of great pictures of kingfishers, Pookie. Very jealous. Very jealous. I also saw a lovely great crested grebe. I also saw a juvenile as well, which was very cool. I did get a picture of that, but it wasn't a very good picture. But still, lots of great crested grebes about. The big surprise was how many mute swans there were. There was hundreds of them. Didn't take any pictures of them. Hey, fishy. I hope you're well. So great much grebe, yes. I do like great crested grebes. I think they're lovely birds. Absolutely stunning. I'm very good, Fishy. Thank you for asking. Very good. Having a good week so far. It's my last week at work until I go on holiday, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah. I am streaming alone tonight, Fishy, I'm afraid. It is just me. Well, great crested grebes. Hard to get great pictures of. Or was that swans? Yeah, Nick's not feeling too well, Fishy, so he had to pull out at the last minute, unfortunately. Uh, great, great cresteds, yeah. Like part of the problem is the glare off the water. White wagtails, yeah, because they don't sit still. It's like all wagtails; they just don't sit still. Although grey wagtails are pretty good. I also saw a lovely little garden bird. This is a great tit. I do believe this is a female great tit because the stripe down the middle of the breast is actually quite thin. But I thought it was quite cute. There we go. And then I'm probably going to get told this isn't what I think it is, but I think this is a red admiral. There we go, lovely red admiral. Pretty sure it's a red admiral. Let's double check. I should have looked this up before I said anything. So great much tit. It's a red admiral. Thank you, Fishy. I'm going to look up a different thing now. I'm going to look at the next thing to see if I can figure out what it is before I show you. Oh, maybe that one. It's definitely not that one. You don't get them where I was. Could it be that one? Oh, it could be that one. Okay. So the next one, I think, is a ruddy darter. Ta-da! Ruddy darter. Well, you guys will be able to confirm that for me as well. So many dragonflies around. So many. Trying to get pictures of them is a nightmare, as you'll see from my next picture. And saying there's loads of dragonflies around, there was one specific species I kept seeing, which, to be brutally honest, I hadn't really noticed until this year. And I don't know why I hadn't noticed them, because they're absolutely massive in comparison to all the other dragonflies. And that's the emperor dragonfly. Hey, birdie! Emperor dragonfly. Here's me trying to miss much. No, not really. Spent some time trying to get photos of dragonflies this week. Gave up after a while. There's a common darter, Pookie. Thank you. Let's try and find the common darter. Let's have a look. Looking at my pictures. Right, common darter, common darter. Common darter. Yeah, it's so difficult to get pictures of them. Let's go back to the... So you think this is a common darter and not a ruddy darter? This was the first message I saw when I came in out of context. Well, I was showing off a great tit. That's why that would have been there. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a bit on this one, so we can try and get a slightly better view of it. There we go. And it's got the brown body, doesn't it? Not the red body. It's got the little red bits on the wings. They look more black. Black marks and segments 8 and 9. Legs are dark brown. Yep. And your emperor is a migrant hawker, probably. Really? Really? Migrant hawker. I saw loads of them. And they were massive. You want me to enhance it? Okay. I will enhance this one as well. That one can go back to that. That one can go with that. There you go. You're asking for more enhancing? More? It's the green abdomen that makes me think it's an emperor. This species resembles a common hawker, but is less brightly coloured and can always be distinguished with the brown front edge. The thoracic stripes are poorly developed and sometimes absent altogether. It breeds in lakes and ponds. Flies July to October, often far from water. This was right next to water. I think it's a male migrant, but my familiarity with Yuki Dragon was less than great. Culling the body seems off. Oh, for an emperor. Fair enough. Or tail. I was really hoping it would land, because then I'd get a clear picture of it. It's a spotted tail, yes. Yeah, having a look at it now. It was just the sheer size of it, Pookie. It was massive. But then seeing the size at 60 to 65 mil for a migrant hawker, and it's 75 to 80 for an emperor. So you're probably right. Fishy's convinced it's a migrant. Cool. Well, Pookie thinks it's a migrant. Fishy thinks it's a migrant. We'll go with migrant. That works for me. Do you want to see if anybody else has anything to say? Lifer. That's true, Pookie, it is. I've probably seen loads of them, but never really realised. That's cool. Migrant hawker. So now whenever I see one that I think's an emperor, I've got to double check it. Like I say, it just didn't sit still. It was constantly on the move, constantly circling. So yeah. But the final one was awesome. I really enjoyed watching this bird for about 15 minutes. And I got a nice little triangle colour patches on the tail. Yeah, I've had a look at the pictures more closely, and I can see what you're saying. It's just a shame I couldn't get a super clear picture, but say it's always moving, and trying to get proper focus zoomed in enough is almost impossible on something that small. But yeah, my final wildlife encounter was a buzzard. Sat on a post. I say I watched this bird for about 15 minutes. And it's looking around. There was another one in the air above it, which was super cool, but this one was just sat on a post. And it flew down. Yes, you have seen buzzards on posts, Pookie. I've been looking at your pictures. And we're obviously going to have a much closer look shortly. Then he flew back up again. He wagged his tail. I saw another buzzard today sat on a post. Tall post this time, not a short one. He cleans his beak. And it was looking at its feet. It was looking down at his feet. So it had its feet up like this, and it was looking at his feet and turning them round. It was really cool. So this one's hunting bugs, is it, Pookie? That's cool. It's probably seeing worms. Or snails. Or dragonflies. So yeah, it was really cool watching it. And you might hear the train going by, which was right behind me, which is why I've turned the volume down a bit. I haven't seen buzzards yet, but I've seen a lovely female marsh harrier on Monday. Oh, lovely fishy. I do love watching marsh harriers. Just how they glide, like not too far off the surface and look around. I always remember seeing my first marsh harrier. So yeah, so there we go. It was a super cool. I really enjoyed my my little walk. I wasn't out for very long. I went out for a couple of hours to Attenborough. She was gliding above a field. Oh, nice. Just looks so effortless for harriers. That's both marsh and hen. Looks like they're not even trying. Especially when they're so close to the ground, you know, they're just like, you think about red kites and you think about buzzards, and they're always really high up, and they don't really look like they're trying either, but they're using the thermals, whereas harriers don't really get to do that, yet somehow they can just glide 20 feet off the ground like forever. Just never seem to dip, never have to flap their wings or anything. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it. I suppose we should now think about what you guys have all seen. A Montagu's is spotted in an area I go to. Oh! And did you get to go and see it? We do get pallid harriers here sometimes, Fishy. They're very rare, but we do get them. We also get red-footed falcons, which again is super rare, but they do happen. Honey buzzards do nest here as well. Pallid was spotted there as well, Pookie. Oh, amazing. And a red-footed. Oh. Where are the pictures, Pookie? Where are the pictures? Get on your bike. Get out there. 10 kilometres from you. Okay, there you go. You'd be doing 50-kilometre rides. We don't have any of these on our any of these three on our species count yet. One day. Oh, that's such a shame. Yeah, I don't know how long that black-winged kite's hung around for. Yeah, all these birds are ones I want to see. I don't think I'll ever put them onto my bucket lists though, because the chances of seeing them are exceedingly rare. So if I was to put them on my bucket list, it'd be because I was planning to go to a country where I've got a much better chance. So for example, if I want to see a black-winged kite, and I would put that on my bucket list, and I'd probably go across to the southern Spain and Portugal just to try and see them. So yeah, right. Let's get to your guys' stuff. Nathan's been putting lots of stuff up. Where are we? I can't even remember what date we need to go back to. What date do we need to go back to? We need to go back to the 4th. That's the 5th, so here we are, the 4th. There we go. I'm starting off with stuff from Fishy. So we've got not the greatest photo. I was playing around with a new macro attachment for a cell phone camera, but I've decided to upload it anyway for the species list. Large salmon Arab. And an oriental hornet. Here we go. Let's have a look. Ooh. That's lovely. I don't know if it's the lighting, but it looks like it's got like an orange back there. The back of the wing's orange. You have to share with us what your new macro setup is for your camera or your phone. Oh, that's cool. Does look very horny. It's salmon orange in colour. Nice. It's very much a hornet, isn't it? Oriental hornet. Ah, an Asian hornet. Right. Is that rain? Caperbush. It's raining very heavily outside. Yes, definitely the Asian hornet is, and I very much expect that butterfly is as well, which is very cool. And Nathan's talking about his rose-coloured starlings and Arctic skewers and Pomeranian skewers and stuff like that he's seen from not 6 miles away from where I grew up. We've got a Pookie though. We've got some lovely white storks. Much better pictures than what I took. clearly see the rings on this as well, so we could identify these birds. Yeah, you might notice I haven't added anything to the species count list this week. I just haven't had the time, I'm afraid. Been a bit too busy. I'll have a little green sandpiper. Also got a little grebe just down here. Little grebe. Ooh, a stonechat. That's a lovely picture of a stonechat. If I position that where I'd... Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Oh, peregrine. You got it in flight as well, Pookie. That's so cool. Now, I'm going to say wheater. Windchat. Thank you, Pookie. The wheater's got the white stripe across the top of the eye, doesn't it? Much more pronounced stripe across there. Where I'm going next week, I'm hoping to see some wheaters and windchats. Is that another windchat? I like that one because of the dead tree in the background. That's very cool. Windchat got the stripe. Stonechat has a white necklace. Ah, sorry, you're talking about... No, that was definitely stonechat. Oh, that is windchat, really? So this is a windchat. Must be a young one then. It's a juvenile. One day I'll get them all. Got the peregrine. With this, so this is a wheater. Wheater. No idea. Another peregrine. No, osprey, sorry. They are on the move again. See, I would definitely go osprey from this picture. See the lovely black eye stripe on it. Wheater are grey light, have a white bum when they fly. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing the white bum on wheaters. So that'll make this a windchat again as well, will it? Because it's got the white line above the eye. Yeah. Cool. I got to remember that. White line above the eye, windchat. And then I see a Natterjack toad, which if Kat was here, would be very jealous of you. Because I'm pretty sure the Natterjack is on her bucket list for this year. But then I'm pretty sure that Nathan's seen everything that's on my bucket list this year. It is kind of hiding. It's a great find though. Was it hopping? Well, I say hopping. Toads don't hop. They walk. So was it walking around and you managed to spot it, or was it just sat still and you were like, what's that? Then we got Black Stork. A fox moth caterpillar. Fuzzy. It's walking, yeah. That's cool. So you managed to spot it from its movement. Ooh, now what's this one? That's quite lovely, that. What's that? It's a small copper. That's lovely. And we finish on a crested tit. Look at that. Gorgeous. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have to go to Discord myself. I got to go find this. We've got a big list here. Look at them all. Birdie's been busy. Right, let's start off. We've got tapered drone flies. Eristalis pertinax. You had to post something this week, Birdie, did you? Oh, you saw another Natterjack today, Pookie. Amazing. Even though it was raining. Oh, is that today? So it wasn't raining today for you. That's good. Then we've got a black scavenger fly, which is Sepsis fulgens. Oh, a crested tit. Oh, nice. They're really rare over here. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 locations you can really go to see them. And your best bet is in the Cairngorms up in Scotland. And then this is a common wasp, Vespula vulgaris. Everybody hates these when they're in a beer garden. Then we got a green bottle, which I've got lots of these in my garden, and a common drone fly. Yeah, ivy's amazing this time of year. I'm having to ask. There's quite a lot of my clients at the moment. They're asking for it to be cut back, and I'm like, no, can we just leave it, please? Can we please prune it and cut it back and stuff just before spring? And they're looking at me weird, going, why? I'm like, well, look at the flowers and look at the amount of insect life that's on it. And then it goes to berries, and you've got all the birds on it eating the berries, and then we can cut it back, and then it'll grow again. And some of them have said yes, and some of them have said no. Moving on to small tortoise shell. Oh, so that's awesome, Birdie. This is a lovely picture as well. And then a red admiral. What a small tortoiseshell, Pookie. Lovely close-up, by the way, birdie. Again on ivy, which is just amazing. Loads of red admirals this year in my garden. Never seen so many. Oh, I see, that's interesting. So I've seen quite a few small tortoiseshells, but no large. Although I may have seen a large tortoiseshell. It just didn't hang around long enough for me to get a proper idea on it. So normally fishy, what it is it's normally grown up a wall or a fence. So it's only one side anyway. So I've got to do it. So in some of them I've saying, can you just like cut the top down, like to bring it down to the wall level, but we'll leave the face until next year, type thing, which is a good way of doing it as well. Another small tortoiseshell. You're right, large is a lot rarer. And this one doesn't want to load right now. There it is. Oh no, doesn't like it. We'll move on. We've got a robin. Just a robin. Got to get back to that one. Will it load? There it is. Blue tit on the feeders. If you want to see these feeders in action, you can always join Birdie's stream every Sunday. I don't know why that held that off. It was load that said that that's not good. I don't know why it said that. I know, exactly. Load is a bad word. Why is load a bad word? That was weird. Back to the Just a Robin. No problem, Fishy. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon. And then finishing off with another red admiral. Toodles. And another one. So we got Eurasian armored long-jawed spider. Ta-da! And Fishy says it's very cute. Yes, Pookie is a mod birdie. Well, to be fair, I should give you mod privileges as well. Especially since you're going to do the cool thing for us with the ranking system that we're going to do. Which we should talk about more on Friday. If you're still free. And hopefully Nick will be feeling better and we can play some more Raft. And if not, we can play some more Astroneer. And then we've got Hazelbug. There's another nice little fly there. Same ivy tower, really? Ivy's such a good plant. Scavenger fly. Ooh. Or this one over here. And this is a hawthorn shield bug. Neither of which, well, one's a hazelbug and the other's a hawthorn shield bug. Neither of which are on their namesake. Ooh, a sage sitter. That sounds cool. That's awesome. Right, here we go. More from Pookie. So we're now on to the 5th. So this is definitely Stone Chat, and I love the colour on this. Looks like it's raining as well. Hazelbugs are common on alder. And there's an alder a few metres from the ivy. Ah. You still being tortured by Chiff Chaff? Pookie? It's grass. Ah, cool. Lovely colouring on this as well. It's lovely rich yellow. And then a lovely buzzard on a post. Look at that. It's a much better image than what I got, Pookie. That's beautiful. I have a Chiff Chaff or a Willow Warbler in my garden that I've yet been able to ID. That is just stunning. Look at that. Beautiful bird. Little reed bunting. Better ones 2 days later, same bird. I have seen them, Pookie. I have seen them. We're sat having a cup of tea when you posted them. And I just pulled my phone out of my pocket to see what the message was. And it was you posting your pictures. And it was just after I'd seen... I got the video of that one. And I showed my partner. I was like, look at these amazing pictures that Pookie's just got of a buzzard. Oh, look at that swallowtail. Look at that. I love how it looks grainy, but it's not. It's just a pattern. It's amazing. Right, so I can see the white wagtail. Oh, there's the barn swallow there. There we go. And then we've got to guess what the next one is. So we've got to guess what this is, folks. I've got an idea. Yeah, they'll be the young ones, Birdie. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say cuckoo. Which surprises me that it's still so far north this time of year. But it has been a very warm year for such a long period. We had dozens of swallow this year, not many house martins, usually the other way around. Ah, okay. A few barneys as well, Pookie. So is this a cuckoo? It's a lovely picture. I just love how it's silhouetted. Yes, excellent. Houses are less house martin friendly these days. Yeah, I was talking to I can't remember who I was talking to yesterday about Swift bricks. Because obviously there's a lot of people at the moment who are trying to get Swift bricks. Oh, it's my person I work with, Rosanna. It's about putting Swift bricks into new builds. And if every house had one, like the difference that would make. And I said, well, they should also put the house martin cups under the eaves as well, so that house martins have got a place to nest too. And then you can literally just have one area for house martins, one area for swallows, and then that's it, they're done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Local college put Swift bricks into their new campus. That's amazing, Birdie. At least it's being done. Oh, that's a beautiful kestrel picture. Lovely female. The first you've seen since spring, Pookie, really? For that cuckoo? I only saw one this year, and it was flying away, and I got a brief glimpse of it, and that was it. And that was in spring. That should be a spotted fly. It is. No cuckoo for birdie. One day, birdie, one day. If you ever come to Nottinghamshire during springtime, we can go out looking together. I know a good place to go. A couple of good places to go, actually. And a lovely yellowhammer. Back to fishy on the 6th. We've got an Israeli sand cockroach. Look at that. This is definitely new for the list. Usually get a few round here. I've just never seen one. Rathlin usually gets one. And Benavenach has them too. That's cool. I find them really secretive. Like, you can hear them. You hear them going cuckoo, cuckoo. But seeing them I find very difficult. I've got to wait for them to fly. What, the Benavenach? Benavenach. Well, the GH like our CH, isn't it, for Scottish? It's like Loch. You're right. That's an ah. Oh, okay, Benavina. Ah, right, okay. I thought it was a CH. If you hear them, look at tops of trees. Yes. That was the best tip you gave this year, Pookie, I think. Although, like I say, I didn't really hear many this year. I think I heard 2 or 3, and I only saw the one. More from Pookie. You've got Kestrel in flight. This is a great picture. It looks like it's looking up. So I expect there was a bird of prey above it. Can you remember, Pookie? Was there like a buzzard or something close by? It's a great shot, though. The clarity is amazing. It's looking at you. Sees the camera, Pookie. Lovely little tree pipit. I might have seen it on Rathlin a few years ago, but it flew off before I got a good view. Might have been a kestrel or a peregrine. Hard to tell at the distance I was at, and all were apparently present that year. Yeah. The only reason I got to see mine and get a picture of it was because I was with Indy Kemmel Green, and I was trying to take a picture of a yellowhammer, and then all I heard was Indy going, "Andy, it's flying, and I turned round, and I literally just pointed the camera at it and squeezed the shutter, and off it went, and I managed to get one okay picture as it flew over. And then we saw that same one 2 or 3 times that day. Yellowhammers are lovely. This is a yellow shell. That's a cool moth. Ooh, here we go. So we've got green frog just here. And then here we have an Achilles sulcatus, which is a lesser diving beetle. It is a huge beetle, isn't it? It's a monster. Lesser diver beetle again. Okay, here's another one. Oh, wait a minute. So lesser diver beetle again, showing how big it is. They are huge. Again, this will definitely be new for the list. For quite a few this week. This is a greylag. Oh, greyling, sorry. Greylag goose. Then a middle spotted woodpecker. Look at the claws. The feet are awesome. I had a really good view today of a great spotted woodpecker. We're in a garden and it kept flying into the tree that was right in the middle of the garden. And then we've got a better audio of another tawny pipit. So here we go. We listening? That's really cool. Let's listen to that again. I'm going to do it one more time. I've upped the volume for you guys. Can you hear it? I definitely can. It does sound a bit like a house sparrow, doesn't it? That's lovely, Pookie. Well done getting that. Right, so Nathan turned around to us and said he was off. He's going to get up early in the morning. This was Friday, he was telling us this. To go try and get pictures of an Arctic warbler. And there it is! The Arctic warbler. Seems to be the first record this year in the UK. Unfortunately, had a tick on its right eye. Which means it's probably lost that eye. We'll see that in the last. Oh, what a lovely little bird. Hi all, can't stay long as I'm watching Superman with my family, but hope everyone is well. Hey Nathan! We're looking at your Arctic warbler pictures. Hope Superman's good. I haven't seen it yet. Can't quite make it out yet. Well, that's my favourite picture so far. Oh yeah, there's the tick. Bloody bugs. What a great find though. So that's definitely new for the list. And then we've got juvenile black terns. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Species last seen 3 years ago in the Netherlands. Is that the black tern or the Arctic warbler? The Arctic, yeah, cool. Oh, these pictures are cool. Loving this. It's a stark difference between that pure white and this. You can see that's going to turn black, but it's currently buff at the moment. Hey, Sour Apple. Hope you're well. Two juvenile black terns this time. Very cool. They'll be new. And then this one here. This is a juvenile common tern begging for food from the adult. We watched this behaviour live on stream a couple months ago now, which is the last time I did a live wildlife walk. It's the first and only time I've done it so far. Soon I'll do another one, I promise. Before the phone overheated. And then you got common tern with food. It's common roach. Question mark. We call them fish thieves. I can see why, Pookie. Have you seen anything good recently, Sour Apple? They got a marsh harrier. Look at that. Looks like it spotted some food and it's about to go down. Been busy with life stuff. That happens, doesn't it? That happens. Good to hear you're hanging in, though. That's good. And then another marsh harrier with a lovely great egret in the background. "21 spoonbills." Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can see 20. I might have miscounted there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21. I definitely miscounted there. Marsh harriers are among my favourite raptors. Cool. I do love a marshy. I think they're great birds. Oh, and a lovely spotted fly. Look at that. Really good angle as well. Really good angle. So geese and cormorants are not interesting, that's fishy. Nah, not really, says Birdie. And even you are leaving out the gulls and one mallard. It probably is a shoveler. The mallards aren't actually in that photo. Yeah. Can we tell? So you got cormorant, cormorant, cormorant. A lot of grey-lag geese. These are black-headed gulls. Oh, there's an Egyptian goose off to the right. There's an Egyptian goose just here. Oh, you can't see it on the screen. There's an Egyptian goose just off screen on the right. That does look like a shoveler. There's a mallard here. Oh, same thing. They were actually female godwall, not mallards. Really? Ooh. Yeah, so loads in that picture. Look at that. Well done, Pooks. Shovelers are excellent ducks, one of the best. It's also a duck to the right on land above the duck in the water. That looks like a female mallard. You have a Nile goose, yeah. The Egyptian. I'm familiar with the term Egyptian goose. Ego. Cool. And we've got more. More from Pookie. So we've got Stone Chat to begin with. Oh, and a lovely song thrush. So close to you. And here it comes. Here it comes. The buzzard that likes its picture being taken. Look at that. How close were you, Pookie? I'm going to zoom in so we can't see. Won't be able to see the whole picture here, but mainly I want to zoom in for the detail around those feet. Look at the detail. 5 to 8 meters. So did you move up to it or did it land there? There you go. There's the portrait. Maybe that way, like that. There you go. Absolutely amazing. It's another one. I came around the corner and saw it about 15 meters away, and you managed to half that distance. That's phenomenal. He just sat there a bit, not worried. I do love seeing buzzards. I think they're phenomenal birds. And the colours as well. Like there's a hint of gold in there. Oh, leg scales. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all like the edge, the peripheries of the feathers, how they're all like really, like just to give a bit more of a silent flight and smooth, like smooth the air out. Try and minimize drag. It's just phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant picks. Well done. A reed bunting and a stone chat. Stone chat facing the wrong way. What do you mean, sour apple? You still have those? Are you talking about the birds, or I feel like they're all gone over here. The birds, yes. So are we talking the stone chats here, or? Because for us, stone chats and reed buntings don't go anywhere. Oh, hey Pazuzu, thank you for the subscription. That's 5 months. Really appreciate it. So for us in the UK, stone chats are actually just live here all year round. Some might migrate, but I can see stone chats at the same places. I always go to see stone chats all year round. Oh, some retreat. Oh, cool. That's true, Birdie. Yeah, you're much further north than me. It might just be the areas, though, because it might not be temperature-wise. It might be something to do with, like, the area. Like they just feel like they've got to move. So it might be lack of food over winter, or it's just something that population's always done, which would be quite interesting. Ooh, a grey heron. That's a cool shot, actually, through the leaves. And it's always nice as well, Sour Apple, when you have something that's a nice summer treat. Like we've been talking about the swallows already this evening, and like they're now starting to migrate south again, and we won't see them again till next spring. And that's the same as you're experiencing with Stonechats, isn't it? It's like, oh, we don't have them anymore. That's a shame. But then you get to see them spring again, and that means you know it's springtime. Another middle spotted woodpecker again through the trees to get that nice clarity as well. The focus is really good. Yeah, but we are about to move into getting our winter migrants now, aren't we? Which is also an exciting time. So I don't know what winter migrants you get where you are, Sour Apple, but we'll be looking for fieldfares, redwings, lots of geese coming in. So it's going to be a nice, exciting time for us. I'm really hoping for waxwing again this year. That was cool. Let's put the back on again. I'll definitely try and make it to Whooper Swans again. Yes, Whooper Swans are brilliant. I'm hoping to see Buicks this year, which would be really nice. That's awesome, Pookie. Great video. And we've got one more. We've got a green tiger beetle. Look at that. That is cool. Yeah, I saw my first Whooper Swans this year at the place that shall not be named. And I got one the last time I was there. Whooper Swans are gorgeous birds, you're right. Cool, right, on to some stuff from Nathan. So we're starting off with Odilus spinosus, which is a spiked shield bug. Is that right? No, the next one's a spiked shield bug. So this is the Odilus spinosus on a lovely white background. And then we're moving on to, this is the spiked shield bug, Pricromerus bidens, or bidens. Look at the snout. I'm jealous, birdie, you getting whoopers every winter. Well, we do as well, technically. I've just got to travel for them. Moving on to a white-spotted ground bug. Ragulius albicumatus. I really like that. The colours and the patterns on the back there are very cool. Then a knotweed leaf beetle. Grastophysa polygoni. The next one's a bit of a mouthful. I've seen them in fields by the river near my house, but usually I drive about an hour for them. Yeah, so if I went to the place that should not be named, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on traffic. And I saw one there the last time I was there, actually. So hopefully we'll get a few more. And hopefully this year they'll get some Buicks, which should be very cool. Oh, that's cool. Flying over your house is always great. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Cardiastithis fasciventris. There we go. Cardiastithis fasciventris. I'll say that's what it was. And we got a box bug from Nathan again. Gonoceros acutingulatus. So to get this wonderful white background, Nathan, as asked by Birdie, has photographed them on a white background and using a remover to clean up the background. One year I looked out my front window and saw 2 adult mutes and 3 cygnets just walking down the road about half a mile from the river as a swan flies, so I don't know what they were doing. Going for a wander, Birdie, just like we do. Lovely mint moth. Much better than the pictures I took of mint moths this year. Look at the detail. You gotta remember how tiny these are. Like, this is no longer than 5mm from tip up here down to the bottom. Like 5mm. And then the next one's a straw underwing. That's lovely as well. Thalpophila matura. And then this one's super cool. I love the detail on the eye here. We'll look at that closely in a second. This is a fever fly. Dilophus febrilis. Look at that. Look at the eye. That's just amazing. And the hairs across its back. Colour in the wings. Just phenomenal. And then a definite new one for our list when I get it added. It's quite an unusual find for the UK. A yellow-necked termite. Calotermus flavicollis. So you wonder how it got over here. Brilliant find that though. And then more from Nathan yesterday. So we've got an old lady, which is a Mormomora. And then currently everybody's most hated moth, the box tree. I saw one of these yesterday. They have decimated an awful lot of the caterpillars have decimated an awful lot of box hedging here in Nottinghamshire. So much so I've been digging quite a lot out. And the next one's a straw underwing. Box is yuck. I'm not the biggest fan myself, Birdie, I have to admit. Most people put it in though because of the shape. It gives structure. That's what it's for. That's the whole idea with box hedging and that kind of thing. It's all about giving structure to a garden. And but there's other plants you can do that with that do exactly the same thing as box does. So you could do it with yew. You could do it with Euonymus. I had 30 box tree moss in the trap this morning. Really? Yeah, they'll be laying their eggs ready for next year now. I prefer yew. I also quite like Euonymus as well. Euonymus hedging's quite nice. Much richer green. Not also quite as dark as yew. But yew is just beautiful. I love the shape of yew. And this one is Can't Quite Place an ID with the Ichneumoniid wasp. That's a very cool picture though. And this is a silverfish. A long-tailed one. Normally get them in damp houses. My hedging is mostly hawthorn with some elder, alder and cherry mixed in. See, that's really good, Birdie. It's very natural. Yeah, you normally get them in student housing. Grey mailshell. Lepidoptera atona canaria. It's just Birdie says, just making stuff up now. That's clearly just a speck of dirt. And then we're moving on to today. More from Nathan. A beautiful hook tip. Now, is beautiful part of the name, or is it just hook tip? Or is it known as a beautiful hook tip? Oh no, seen from the next one, it must be beautiful hook tip. Because the next one is an oak hook tip. This is a cool moth. I love the shape of it. These are my first time seeing hook tips, and I got two in the same trap. Nice. So lifers, Nathan. And then a square spot rust stick. So do I. I need to do it properly, Birdie. I tried putting a sheet up, like a white sheet, on my washing line and shining a light on it. And I left it out there for like an hour, and I went out to see what there was, and there wasn't a lot. And I'd quite like to invest in like a proper moth trap. I know you can make your own and stuff, but by the time I do that, and I might as well just go and buy one. But they're not cheap. And then I'd love to do some actual moth trapping in my garden just to see what there is and try it in different areas of my garden as well. The problem is I get foxes in every night, so I'm just worried that, and yeah, they seem to have a bit at the moment where they keep tearing the netting off my grow beds. Like I'm trying to protect like my beetroot and my cabbages and stuff from whatever. Cabbages mainly from cabbage whites, and they're, but Yeah, but they keep tearing it off. This is a small dusty wave. So yeah, the sheet thing did work. I did get some nice stuff. Nathan, you should put a photo of your photographing setup and gear. I think all of that, Nathan. If you're willing to show it. Langmaids yellow. Before white paper. Nothing wrong with that, Nathan. Nothing wrong with that. And you've been meaning to do mothing for years, Sour Apple. Well, it's never too late. Never too late. I think this one's the Clancy's Rustic. Handheld, no tripod. Wow. Your shutter speed must be amazing. A Willow Beauty. Another box tree moth. This one is stunning. Look at the colours. So your shutter speed's around 150. So you've got very steady hands then. Is it a fixed magnification, so like a fixed length on your macro lens, or is it or can you zoom in and out? Slash modify your millimeter. This is gorgeous, by the way. Micro caddisfly next. There we go. Micro caddisfly. Built-in flash. My built-in casts a shadow of the lens when I get that close. Yeah, I need to get myself a macro lens for my my other camera. And then a grouse wing caddisfly. My flash is quite powerful. I use it at 1:1 or 1:2 for single shots, or 1:32 for stacks. But the flash separately and it attaches on top. A diffuser really helps with that, yeah. Yeah, built-in flashes aren't always great. They're also not really designed for doing this kind of work. They're designed for taking a picture of people. And then the final lot at the moment, do we have any? We could probably do some ID help ones. Limnophilus. What was that? That was Limnophilus marmoratus. Fixed 60mm. Cool. And then we got Ectomus tenulis. And then a white fly. Convenzini. These things absolutely decimate things like tomato plants and yours is a macro 18 to 250, which is great for outside bug photos. I suppose you could do that extra little bit of zoom when you're outside so they don't fly off so quickly. And this next one's a Bledius SP. Oh, that's quite cool. What's this? Is it like wings or something like that? That's its wing being folded away under the elytra. Ah, cool. It's interesting it's not the same on the other side, though. Or did he catch it mid-folding? And this is a ribboned wave. The other wing is already in. Yes, mid-fold. Ah, cool. A ribboned wave. That's awesome. Again, another fantastic week of wildlife encounters. We've got some fungi as well. Birdie's got some deer shield, he thinks. There we go. October is going to be our fungi month. So please get all your pictures into our fungi folder next month. I call it my going for a walk lens because 250 is enough for a bit of birding and it's great lens for shrooms and bugs too. Yeah. It's the only shroom you found in your garden. I bet there's more. Oh, Jobot, look at them. I would guess chicken of the woods. What is your big lens, Birdie? Oh, more from Jobot. $150 to $600. Wow. A nice slime, yeah. And then more from Birdie. Look at this. These ones have been nibbled. Look, probably a snail. Dog vomit. Thanks, Bookie. A bakery of King Alfred cakes. Some cool fungi. Yeah. Just remember, next month is going to be our fungi month. No pros, Birdie. Yeah, so this is from that picture of the ooh, dog vomit slime mold. Ooh, that's cool. It is a thing because it looks like dog vomit. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. It's copy that link. Copy link address. Go over here. Fuligoseptica. Yeah. Species of slime mold in the class Myxoments. It is commonly known as scrambled egg slime or flowers of tan because of its peculiar yellowish appearance. It's also known as dog vomit slime mold. The slime mold is relatively common with a worldwide distribution, often being found on bark, mulch, lawns, as well as other rotting organic matter in urban areas after heavy rain or excessive watering. Very cool. Yeah, so this is the crop of the picture we were looking at earlier with those 21 spoonbills in it. And I would have said they're shovelers. I would have thought that's a female shoveler. But apparently it's a female gadwall. And we've got this one as well. This one's from Pookie. What are they? I thought I knew till AI. So this one I'm not too sure about. But that one I would say is a kestrel. That was a shoveler, Pookie. So was it the other one then that wasn't a shoveler? I'll go back and have a look at it a second. Yeah, I would have said this is a kestrel. Although the black wingtips are quite interesting. They're darker wingtips. Because normally you get the same colour right across the back. And it's the same on this one as well, isn't it? You got those dark wingtips. What did you say they thought they were? Looks like kestrels. First introduced peregrines. Says Burgess. They just seem a bit of a chonk, and the facial markings on the lower left make pretty prominent. Ah, yes, so they are shovelers. Okay, right, okay, I didn't read that properly. The land, yes, I would agree with Gadwall with the white ones. I'm going to go back and look at that picture again. Let's go back and look at that picture again. There it is. Yeah, so those two there are shovelers. So he's talking about this one here. This one here. Saying it's a gadwall. The white spot just under the wing. Or as part of the wing. Yeah, because on a mallard would have been purple, wouldn't it? It'd have a purple section there. There's no others, is there? Not that I can see. No curly tail. Yeah, you normally get that flick up at the back as well, you're right. It's a good spot by the guys then. I just think that's a really cool picture. I just love seeing so many different birds. That's great. Right. Come back to me. Look, it's me. I have returned. No more birds or insects or mammals. So yeah, so there's loads there that we're going to have to add to the species count of 1185. Like, I definitely think if I do this, I'm pretty sure no Arctic warbler, so that'll be added. It's all the stuff that Fishy had. Because I definitely think that's all new. Loads of things that Nathan put in today, like all those insects I expect are going to be new. The big question I'll ask, I've disappeared off the screen, there I am. Have we put Daddy Longlegs on yet? That's not what a Daddy Longlegs is. They're not cellar spiders. It's cranefly, that's it. It's a type of a cranefly is a member of Daddy Longlegs. Flitting about the house in summer, the gangly brown Daddy Longlegs is familiar to many of us. They're valuable. Scientific name is Topelidae. Let's have a look. I can definitely see if we've got that in. We do not. I took a picture of one today, which means we can add that too. Haha. So yeah. So definitely lots of new things to add to the list, which I think will take us over 2,000, or 1,200, sorry. Not 2,000, that would have been amazing. 1,200, moving into halfway through September, which is phenomenal. So I'll be really interested to see what number we finish on this year. Obviously, you got to keep them coming. Don't stop. Every new species counts. And Pookie, you got your was it the diving beetle thing as well? That's definitely got to be added this time. I do not think we've got that on there. So yeah, it's been great. Birdie's back. Just in time for me to finish the stream. And the Natterjack Toad, Pookie, you're right. Natterjack. We don't have a Natterjack on there yet, do we? Let's have a look. Nope. We do not. I can move to reptiles. Adder, grass snake, common lizard, slow worm, common frog, common toad, palmate newt, great crested newt, smooth newts, pond sliders, green frogs, European tree frogs, Italian wall lizards, yellow-bellied sliders, moor frogs, legless glass lizard, sand lizards, redneck snake, western worm snake, western rat snake, starred agama, false map turtle, Lebanon lizard. No, we have not got natterjack toads. And Birdie says he needs to get out and see something interesting. Everything's interesting, Birdie. Everything. Cool, so what's going to be happening over the next week or so? So Friday, hopefully, if Nick is feeling better, we will be starting a new game. We're going to start playing Raft. I've not done a wee trip anywhere in weeks. I was the same, Birdie. I was the same. Yeah, Raft. Raft is coming Friday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Soon, as long as Nick's well, we'll be starting that. And you can find myself, Birdie, and Nick trapped on a little bit of wood in the middle of the ocean, trying to survive and not be eaten by sharks. So that's going to be cool. So I'm really excited about that. And then Saturday morning, I am driving down to Devon for a week. So I won't be here at all next week. But hopefully... Not sympathy, it's an order. Yeah, definitely. I'll tell him you said that as well, Birdie. I'll tell him you said that. I'll send him a message right afterwards. In fact, I want to send it now. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I want to take a picture. I'll take a picture of what you've just written. Oh no, that was a bad picture. Let's do that again. There we go. At Nick. Here we go. Sent. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get to see lots of cool stuff while I'm away. Our plan is to do the Eden Project, which I've never been to. So I'm really excited about that. And then also I've got like the Jurassic Coast and Dartford Moors, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be checking all that out. Hopefully see some amazing things. And then I'll be able to share that the following week, which will be great. So hopefully next week you'll have Nick and Kat back again, sharing their encounters and what's been happening to them. Please do keep all your wonderful wildlife encounters coming in our Discord channel. I'm going to put a link to our Discord there. If you haven't already joined us, please do. You get to see all these wonderful pictures, chat to people. If you've got any help IDing anything, literally from invertebrates all the way up to the mammals, there'll definitely be somebody there that can help out. So you can use our ID channel, ID help channel, or if you want to post pictures of amazing fungi that you find, there's our fungi folder, and you post them in there. Like I say, October next month we're doing a focus on fungi, even plants and funky fungi. Yeah, definitely. We love everything. We've got a moth folder, we've got butterflies, we've got blooming flowers, even just scenery. Because it is now autumn, and hopefully soon we'll start getting some really cool pics of like autumn colours coming in on the leaves, and like videos of like ivy being covered in insects would be pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for me to call that there. I've got to go and get ready for work tomorrow and make my lunch and whatnot. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and making it as easy as it is. You really help by keeping me going in chat. So thank you very much. And we will see you again, hopefully on Friday for some rafts. And if not, the guys will see you, Nick and Kat. We'll see you next Wednesday for more wildlife encounters. Have a great one, everybody. Bye.